Like many of you here, you've probably spent years thinking about Frankenstein like I have.
Yes!
To those of you who say it should be called Frankenstein's Monster instead of Frankenstein, I say 5 on thee. I love that a 19-year-old, Frankenstein was written by a 19-year-old young woman who gave birth to this, one of the greatest of monsters. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley dreamed up the creature on a vacation in a villa in Switzerland. And just her name, I like her middle name, Wollstonecraft. It just it conveys that there's something a little creepy that's going to come out of her, I felt like, just from hearing that. If you look at an early portrait of her, as I have done online, she's a bit hunched and pale, and she's got big eyes and a little bit of an overbite. She looks like a bit of Wollstonecraft. Oh, she looks like this. Oh! Almost exactly. I'm a spitting image. When she was 16, I'm going to give you a little history. When she was 16, Mary met poet Percy Bysshe Shelley, who wrote the poem Ozymandias, which I had to read in English class, as many people had to do. Shelley was considered a radical in his day. He championed sexual freedom and vegetarianism.
Yay, sex and veggies!
When he met Mary, he was about 21, and they fell madly in love, and he and Mary ran away together on this whirlwind tour of Europe. They traveled through France and Switzerland and Germany and Holland, and at night they read to each other from the works of Shakespeare and Rousseau. It was all very, very romantic. Mary got pregnant on the trip, and at this stage, she's just 16. She got pregnant on the trip, which complicated Shelley's world a bit because he was still married to another woman, Harriet Westbrook, and he had a baby at home with Harriet, and Harriet was pregnant as well. So at this stage, Shelley had, Harriet and Mary both pregnant. I hope I'm informing you about important stuff here. But I mean, these are teenage lives. This is so much more drama. I have a teenager. This is much more.
But teenagers are always about drama anyway. Right? I mean, this is just part of the course.
It's true. It's true. This is heightened drama. So Harriet gave birth to her son in November, and then Mary gave birth to a girl 3 months later. But Mary's child only lived 3 weeks and then died. In the midst of all this, Percy and Harriet, they divorce, and it's understandably not pleasant. 2 years later, seemingly overwhelmed and distraught by it all, Harriet drowns herself in the Serpentine River in Hyde Park in London. And you might call it some kind of dark kismet, but years later, when Shelley is just shy of his 30th birthday, he also drowns when he's out sailing in a storm near Italy. And you really have to know this little fact as well. They cremate Shelley's body after he dies on the beach where his corpse washes onto the shore. He's burned in a pyre there on the beach, but one part of his body doesn't burn. So they say, and this is true, his heart does not burn in the pyre. They fish out his heart from the ashes, and they give it to Mary, and Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley keeps it with her for the next 30 years in this type of silk purse. She keeps it with her as she's writing. So she always has Percy Bysshe Shelley's heart with her. Percy Bysshe Shelley's. But before all that happened, at age 19, they go on that summer trip to Switzerland where Shelley, and their pal Lord Byron are all hanging out, and they agree that they're all going to write ghost stories and challenge each other to write the best ghost story. And Mary comes up with the story of Frankenstein. I love the original movie of Frankenstein, but I always want it to end differently. Just like when I watch West Side Story or watch Romeo and Juliet, I want it to end differently from the way it ends. I don't want him to kill the little girl. I don't want the mob to hunt him down. I want him to live a nice life. I want him to mix in with people. But it doesn't happen that way. It happens the same way every time. So this video, this song I wrote is a video. It's directed by Larry Fessenden, an old friend. He's become a bit of an achieved horror director now on an independent circuit. He's directed this movie, The Habit, and The Last Winter, and I Sell the Dead. You should see all these films. And we filmed a great deal of this at Theater 80, St. Mark's, if you know that theater. Do you know that theater?
Yeah.
So, it's a great old theater. Always went there to see movies, and probably I saw Frankenstein there on a double feature back when. So, I'm glad I could share with you this video. Thank you.
The usher should have told me to avoid the saddest part. The villagers surrounded him as he's clutching at his heart. He accidentally killed the girl, begs forgiveness from the mob. It's sad for him, it's sad for me, it's sad for everyone involved. From a wound delivered, a revived rotting heart. From a grave assembled, from mismatching parts. Clearly a mistake's been made, now he's walking through the yard. The girl has got him by the hand, I tried to warn her from the dark. Come play with me by the lake. Come play, oh it's not too late. Take a flower, and see how it floats. Take a flower, and see how it floats. See, look, there's your little boat. See, look, there's my little boat. Oh no, they're all out of boats. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I did all I could warn them, and waved at the screen. The father carries her through town, oh it is a bad dream. He accidentally killed the girl, begs forgiveness from the mob. And I'll keep coming back again to see if it cannot be stopped. Don't play with him at the lake. Don't play, oh it is too late. Don't take a flower, and see how it floats. Don't take a flower, and see how it floats. Don't look at his little boat. Don't look at your little boat. Oh no, they're all out of boats. Oh no, oh no, oh no.